back to my channel. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Primath Zoom. In this lesson today, we will be learning how to subtract proper fractions from wholes. So let's dive right in. First, let us do a quick recap of fractions. So can you tell me what a fraction is? Of course, a fraction is an equal part of a whole. What more can you tell me about a fraction? It has a numerator and a denominator. The numerator is the number of parts being considered, while the denominator is the number of equal parts that the whole is cut into. Like this. This 3 will be the numerator, the 4 is the denominator, both separated by a fraction bar. So our first task is, Mother bought a melon and decided to share it with her neighbor. She gave her neighbor 3/8 of the melon. Use a diagram to show what fraction she gave away. Did the neighbor get more or less than mother? How do you know? Okay, so this is the melon that mother bought. And if it said that she gave the neighbor 3/8, that means the melon would have been cut into how many parts? 8 parts. So let us cut this melon into 8 parts. Okay, let's try as best as possible to make these 8 parts equal. Okay, so here we have the 8 parts that the melon was cut into, and it said that she gave the neighbor 3/8. So this is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. So we're going to give the neighbor 3/8. So let's give the neighbor this 1/8, 2/8, 3/8. So here the neighbor got 1, 2, 3/8. It asks if the neighbor got more or less than mother. So if the neighbor got this part here, this is 3/8, the rest remaining would be for mother, right? Of course. So let us count how many parts or how many 8s mother has left back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. So that means that mother will now have 5/8 remaining. So if further asked, how do you know whether or not mother got more or less? So given that the neighbor got 3 of the 8s and mother has 5 of the 8s, which one of these fractions is greater? Okay, so we look at the denominator and we realize the denominators are the same. So now we need to look at the numerator to see which one is bigger. So here neighbor has 1, 2, 3 parts and mother has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So we know that mother got more. So what we could also do is we could do some matching, right? So we could say, okay, mother, neighbor. And it is one pair. Mother, neighbor. That is another pair. Mother, neighbor. Okay. Mother, but there's nothing from neighbor to match with it. And then we can go again, mother, and we cannot match those two. So it means that mother has two more than the neighbor. And this is another way of explaining that mother got more than the neighbor. Task 2. Your principal bought 2 buns to be shared among 8 prefects. He cut each bun into fifths and gave each prefect 1/5. Use a diagram to show how many pieces are left. What fraction of bun was given to the prefects in all? So these are the buns that the principal bought, and each bun is cut into fifths. So if a bun is cut into fifths, how many parts does one bun has? 5 parts. Good, because fifths means out of 5. So we're going to cut our first bun into fifths. We're going to try as best as possible to make these as even as we can. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices, and with the other bun, let's see, try to make these as equal as possible. Good. So the other bun has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So if 8 prefects are to get, and each prefect will get 1 slice, let us check them. We need to find out what fraction of bun was given to the prefects, to all the prefects. So this is our diagram, and we are going to give 1/5 to a prefect. So let's use a different color ink. So we're giving out 1/5 to a prefect. This is for prefect number 2, prefect number 3, prefect number 4, prefect number 5. So 5 prefects got 1 of the bun. So let's go again. Prefect number 6, prefect number 7, prefect number 8. So there are 8 prefects and each got 1/5. So can we count and see how many fifths they got in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they got 8 of the fifths in all. So 8/5 is written like this: 8 out of 5. So that is how we write 8/5. We want to see how many pieces were left. So 1 piece, 2 pieces. So we have 2 fifths, 2 buns cut in fifths. That means in all we will have how many fifths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 fifths. So, and 10 fifths can, 2 buns with fifths can be represented, these 2 buns can be represented as 2 wholes. And from the 2 wholes, we are going to take away this 8/5 that the prefects got, so we know how many is remaining, which is this. So let us go. So it's 2 wholes So it's 8/5 will be taken from 2 wholes. So here, see the wholes cut into 5 parts each, and the 8/5 was taken out. And so we can represent it as 8/5 from 10/5 will give us 2/5. We could also write this as 2 wholes being equivalent to 10/5. And then we're going to take out the 8/5. And if the denominators are the same, we just need to write back our denominator. And we can just go ahead and subtract our numerators. So 8 from 10 is, let's check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take out 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we have 1, 2 remaining. So our answer again will be 2/5. So these are 2 different ways to represent it. But remember, we want to use diagram. Task 3. William bought 3 pizzas for his party. Each pizza was sliced into 6 slices. Use a diagram to show what fraction of pizza was left after he gave his 12 friends 1 slice and he ate 2 slices. So he gave his 12 friends 1 slice and he, William, ate 2 slices. So here are the 3 pizzas that William bought for his friends for the party. And each pizza is divided into 6 slices. So that means 1 slice from 1 pizza is called, yes, it's called 1/6. So we need to know how many 1/6 there are in all 3 pizzas together. So let us count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 pizza. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 2 pizzas. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 slices of pizza in the 3 pizzas. So here we have 18/6. Now, we want to know after he had given his 12 friends 1 slice and he had taken 2 slices for himself, how many slices of pizza were taken from the 3 whole pizzas. So here's a subtraction sign because we want to know how many slices were taken from those 18 slices. 18/6. So let's count. 1 friend, 2 friends, 3 friends, 4 friends, 5 friends, 6 friends, 7 friends, 8 friends, 9 friends, 10 friends, 11 friends, 12 friends. 12 friends got slices from the 2 whole pizzas. So here we have 12/6. Now William took 2 slices for himself. So here we have 1 for William, another 1 for William. So we need to know in all how many slices were taken out. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 friends, and William's 2 slices would be 13, 14 slices. So we have 14/6. 14/6 were taken from the 18/6. When we do this, how could we do this subtraction? Okay, yes, we have the same denominators. So we can just say that that is equal to, we can just have the same denominator here and we write back the 18 minus 14. In doing so, we don't need to trouble the denominator at all. We just need to subtract the numerators. So 18 from 14 will give us, take some time to work it. Yes, 4, and we write our fraction now as 4/6 because the denominator remains the same, and the 4, which is the difference of 18 and 14, will be the numerator. Now we can simplify this 4/6 and we can make it into a smaller but equivalent fraction. So we have to see which number can be divided into the numerator without leaving a remainder and the denominator without leaving a remainder. Think about that number. Yes, if you thought about number 2, you are so correct. So we can say 2 into 4 goes 2 times, and 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So we will now have a simple fraction of 2/3. And this means 2/3 or 4/6 of a whole pizza is left. So the 2 pizzas were eaten by the friends and 2 slices came from the third pizza to leave 4/6 or 2/3. Now it is your turn. Please leave your answers in the comment. So here is your task. Ken peeled and sliced a pineapple into 12 equal pieces and placed them in the fridge. She kept going in to eat a slice and did not realize that the pizza slices were almost finished. She counted the remaining slices and there were only 3 slices left. So pause your video here and try to work out the remaining slices written as a fraction. You're going to leave that in the comments, and then you're going to work out how many slices did Kayan eat. So remember, after working out these questions, to leave your answers in the comments. Thank you for exploring with me today. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your answers in the comments. See you next time.